Here's my number, feel free to contact me. I am waiting to hear from you. Feel free to contact me. I am waiting to hear from you. Feel
KVKA playing live at Red Bull and Laneway tonight at Moonbar. Welcome along into the studio.
Hello, hello, hello.
Thank you so much for coming in and joining me today. What's your night looking like tonight?
Interesting. Gonna play a whole bunch of different types of stuff, some singing stuff, some more hype stuff. There's a whole bunch of different things, some new stuff as well. So that'd be exciting.
And you're playing alongside G-Flip and Maxwell Young.
Maxwell Young.
Yeah.
They're two amazing people.
Can you tell us a wee bit more about them?
Yeah, G-Flip is a female drummer and singer. She's amazing. I'm only really new to her, but honestly, all the stuff that I've listened to is so amazing. She's an amazing singer. Maxwell is just a little genius. I've been listening to his music since he basically started, and our new artist, Reese Rich, is very fond of his stuff.
Who's in the corner in the studio. We can't hear him, but he is here.
Hiding off, yeah.
And he released his debut EP today, is that correct?
Debut EP, Reese Rich, Nice Cities. Go and stream that on all platforms, yeah.
I love the sound effects too. We've got the tech team here with us as well.
Yeah, we've got Denz One and High Speeds as well with us.
Yeah, we out here.
Is this your crew?
This is the Stay Savage crew. There's a couple of us missing. David Algie, my videographer, Sam Guitarra, Gaza Beats. Yeah, there's a few of us missing, but yeah, this is the core group that usually is together.
What's happening with the Stay Savage crew?
Oh my!
What have you got plans for the future?
A lot of stuff. So Denz One and High Speeds have created a duo group called Captain Cooks. So that
Captain Cooks discovered this.
That is amazing.
Awesome.
They've become the duo, the group, the producer group of anyone. No one can touch them. So that's exciting. They're going to be releasing a lot more stuff. We're dropping a Wave McGrady 2, which is coming soon. Reese Rich is going to drop a whole bunch new stuff. He's always outshining me all the time. Sad. But we have a new music video for also I Know You Better, which is a single, my debut R&B single that's coming out soon. Just a whole bunch of stuff. We're constantly working. Honestly, we just don't really show it, but we're on the grind constantly.
How about we hear that first song from you today then?
Yeah, of course. This is Invincible from my Cuba Baby EP playlist that I released during NZ Music Month to celebrate. Good. Produced by Stus, the homie.
Shout out Stus.
The genius. If you're joining us, just vibe out for a little bit. It's a little bit of a break. But hold on to your seats, it gets pretty wild.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Shout out Radioactive. Let's go. 88.6.
Whoa.
Stay savage, baby. Let's go. Hey.
Whoa, I feel invincible. I am a god, I am a king, I feel invincible. Shine like rescue, born like Messi, I am invincible. I am a god, I am a king, I feel invincible. Invincible, I feel invincible. I am a god, I am a king, I feel invincible. Shine like rescue, born like Messi, I am invincible. I am a god, I am a king, I feel invincible. All about my paper, and Fetty.
Yeah.
Need all my guala ready. Oh, Mo, tongue switch to machete. Pit bulls at the ready. Gotta keep my temper steady. Pre-rolls all heavy. Wavy nigga off the levee. So I'm tying up a tsunami, I'm that wavy. Come back me or just hate me, I'm that swavy. Triple H, now you think you play me, I seen. Should switch up the corner, done. Freestyles up the coding scene. Bone chirps in the morning now. Flights out, now we zoning. I feel invincible. I am a god, I am a king. I feel invincible. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow it down. Yeah. Before me, there was YGP and No Rage. Young boy brought the wave, he ride it for change, changing the slaves. OG ride boy, young foreign hopper in the Audi boy. Got some Saudi boys that push them out here with my Modi boys. Work, flex like a wrestler. A milli, I need a Tesla. Or something better. For my chick, I need a weather. Yeah, wrapping my bands in elastic. Stretching like Mr. Fantastic. Beating the beat like a savage. Serving the beat like a savage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to clap for the whole room that's in here right now. Awesome. And now you use SoundCloud as a platform, is that correct?
Yes, I do.
With SoundCloud, I mean, great for emerging artists, but after that first hit, it can be really easy to fall under the radar. How have you kept yourself relevant?
Just kind of trying to stay ahead of the curve, understanding what people like and what people are expecting, and tailoring it kind of to what they want, but also make sure that they don't expect the next thing. So I think a lot of artists get into the type phase, which is like the type beat. You do a type rap, or you're trying to sound like a certain artist, or you're trying to sound like your first hit, and all the songs sound exactly the same. And it's like, there's no real point of listening to the next song because it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
So I think just kind of be creative, understand that you don't need to put yourself in a box to be successful. It will be a harder grind, but you'll be so much happier at the end because you haven't creatively stifled yourself whatsoever, and people respond to that.
And you're signed to a record label that is independent and specialises in independent hip-hop. But of course, the NZ independent hip-hop scene is still quite emerging. So how are you keeping your voice from being lost in that sea of mediocrity that we might see?
I guess just understanding who I am. Like knowing that I've done a lot of things that a lot of people haven't done. And understanding my worth and not downplaying or oversaturating because of being scared of people detaching or whatever, because I know that my art is worth a lot. So it's like I'm going to take my time. I'm going to release when I want, what I want. And I think a lot of people get in that trap of just trying to make other people happy or make the consumer happy and not realize that the consumer was happy by finding you.
Nice. And who are you most influenced by?
My team, everyone around me. Especially
awesome.
that Reese Rich right now.
In the corner of the
Motivated
Radioactive
me so
studio.
much. Guys, I'm telling you, you have to listen to his new EP. It's everywhere, but it's so amazing. Everything that he's doing is just so ahead of his age. And it also just reminds me of how I was when I started. Because a lot of people are saying that you're well ahead of what you're doing. And it's kind of just reminding me to have fun with it. It's not that serious. Don't you strategize as much as I do all the time. And I think that just youthfulness helps a lot. And yeah, Den's one, High Speeds, everyone. Really everyone in music in general just inspires me. Every time I see someone that's doing something wrong, it inspires me to not do that. If I see someone doing something great, it inspires me to figure out what they did and apply it to myself.
Did you have different influences when you first started out?
100%. I feel like I was easily influenced by a lot of what I thought people wanted to hear. Like, so back in the day, it was very hip hop, boom bap stuff, and I felt like even though I came from a background that wasn't into that whatsoever, I grew up listening to like rock and blues and stuff. So I tried to feed into that, and that taught me a lot. But at the same time, yeah, you just have to realize that you have to do what's natural to yourself. Yeah.
Cool. Let's hear another track.
Yeah. Joe, should we do? Yeah. So I dropped a freestyle recently. It's one take. It doesn't sound like it because I did some ad libs, but it is literally one take.
Awesome. Let's hear it.
And there's a video for it.
Oh, there's a video. Yeah. Puckaroo Bay. Nice. Shout out to Quan. That's my alter ego, Lil Jimmy, right there. Shout out to Lil Jimmy. He does a lot of my ad libs.
Dirty Sanchez.
He says weird
Lil
stuff.
Jimmy in the building, yo dog.
Okay, calm down, Lil Jimmy. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Always in the conversation, never stop the conversation. All of my energy, 100 enemies are just equal 10 to me. Found a replacement, girl, I found an upgrade. Dude, you on my old cloud. Shit, I got an update, you got catch up, brother. By me, blunt flicking in the highway. In the studio for 5 days. Dan's one right beside me, that's a high me. Done with the faking, I feel amazing. Go super sane, I go insane. We gotta work to the maximum. We gotta make it, I know we can. No faking. I feel amazing. Dodging the fake man. Disposing the waste man. No faking, yeah. I feel amazing, yeah. Dodging the fake man. Disposing the waste. No faking. I feel amazing. Dodging the fake man. Disposing the waste man. No faking. I feel amazing. Yeah, on the corner, niggas kinda guala, gotta hit my partner. Tell him that I'm finna move, cause the block hot turned to a super sauna. Mama on the floor praying every night, cause the distance so damn heavy. Daddy told her that a baby boy out in Wellington being legendary, no. Got a hot tongue, Perry. Green room, got Katy Perry's. Cruise flex like a name is Terry, make solid moves, cause he's petty. 2 cents for your thoughts, I like give his pennies. All these rappers are talking till they get buried. Always first, never secondary. Got the sauce and the cream like some Ben & Jerry, nigga. Wow. No faking.
Hey.
I feel amazing. Dodging the fake man. Exposing the waste man. No faking, yeah. I feel amazing. Dodging the fake man. Exposing the waste. Whoa, no faking. I feel amazing. Dodging the fake man. Exposing the waste man. No faking. I feel amazing. Dodging the fake man. Exposing the waste. 2018, with my team. 2018, by my team. 2018, by my team. 2018, Garage Dream.
Bad man thing, yo. Run it off that rewind.
Yeah, Lil Jimmy again.
One take as well.
Yeah. One take.
It's very impressive. Could you talk us through some of the lyrical content that you have in your songs? Where do you draw those lyrics from?
Life. Just generally 100% trying to just talk about what happens in my general life. I come from Hamilton, which I think a lot of people don't realize that up north is a lot more hectic than Wellington. A lot more violence happens, and it's just like, just kind of trying to talk about that and expose people to that so they understand that it's not all sweet. And like, especially that the last verse of that song is just talking about when I was in Hamilton and I realized I needed to make a move because of the fact that like, it was like a lot of the people that I was hanging around with, they were just getting into a lot of bad stuff and people were becoming very negative around me. So I was like, on the corner, people were counting guala, gotta hit my partner, tell him that I'm finna move because a block hot is turning to a super sauna. So it's like, things are just getting too hot around me. People are on the corner selling and stuff. I'm just not trying to get into that. And it's like mama on the floor praying every night because the distance is so damn heavy because my mom's in Hamilton and she loves me to death. I'm a baby and yeah, I'm out in Wellington being legendary.
Yeah, you're based here now, right?
Yeah.
So how is the Wellington music landscape looking in comparison to the rest of the country to you?
It's very different. It's not as competitive, which is good, but at the same time, I miss kind of the competitiveness, more of the competitive nature of like Auckland and Hamilton, where it's like everyone's out to be the best kind of thing. But it gets very negative very quickly. People are in mad cliques, and yeah, I just wasn't really about that. I was trying to more build a bigger community in music in New Zealand that like all of us can kind of build ourselves and push ourselves outside of New Zealand and get international acclaim rather than just being kind of stuck to New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah, does the reception to your music change depending on where you are in New Zealand or Australia as well?
Yeah, I think so. I've noticed a lot of even though I have the success of Who You, and that was mainly in the States and in Germany and stuff, which is weird places, but most of my streams and stuff still come from New Zealand. So it is like wherever you are based, you're going to have a stronger fan base there because they get to see you, they get to interact with you. You're not as much of a stranger. I think in the age of social media, that's what everyone kind of wants.
And are you engaging with the history and the culture of the hip-hop platform and genre when you're creating your music?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
No, that's okay. Do you engage with the history of the hip-hop genre and culture when you create your own music?
Yes, I try to respect it as much as possible. And in terms of engaging, I draw a lot of inspiration from what people have done in the past and the greats and stuff, and realizing that there's a higher standard to stuff than a lot of us are willing to work for, which they did. But yeah, in terms of history, I try not to look back too much.
Fair enough.
Because it can stifle you. But
yeah, of course.
Having respect for what's happened in the past and just taking it on board to build further is kind of as far as I'll go.
Fantastic. You've got one last track for us, I believe.
Yes, I do. This is my favorite song. This is about Hamilton.
158?
Yeah. It's called 859, which is the area code of Hamilton East, where I'm from. And it's a real hype song, but if you ever listen to the lyrics, you understand a lot more about me.
Take it away.
Itching for a meal, then I eat for real. We don't hibernate in winter, we be cooking still. See me in your city, CD's always bumping. Feel like Baron Davis, this boy Fuko jumping. Itching for a meal, then I eat for real. We don't hibernate in winter, we be cooking still. See me in your city, CD's always bumping. Feel like Baron Davis, this boy. People surfing around my way, these niggas surfing on my way. Always in my face, these niggas always in my space. Taking up the ladies, niggas taking up my space. Always in the raid, these niggas always in the hit it once, feel the tweaks, feel the bass. In the 5'9", serving moving up the weight. Hitting the bando, checking the whip and the taking away. Late boys got life, yeah, so hot out of sight. Think click, 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 click on the clip. They hold it, click, mess around, get clipped. Mess around, get zipped. Mess around with a pound. Mess around, make zip. Mess around, lose a lip. Man, I'm way too lit. Itching for a meal, then I eat for real. We don't hibernate in winter, we be cooking still. See me in the city, CD's always bumping. Feel like Baron Davis is but full jumping. Itching for a meal, then I eat for real. We don't hibernate in winter, we be cooking still. See me in the city, CD's always bumping. Feel like Baron Davis is but full. And we just never in the hell, and we just working to go, and we just selling my soul, letting it go, just on the blow. Remember when we used to chill in the corner, Agent Glad still super on good soda. I was chilling, trying to get on my flows, but I needed more. Like me and Kiki used to trip on the codeine, plus pills, taking shots with coke. If you're on the block, trilling and low-key, niggas phonies, including OGs. I can smell the weeks on the breath, I can see symphony and step, I can feel the niggas out of breath, see these niggas in the out step. Itching for a milk, then I eat for real. We don't hibernate in winter, we be cooking still. See me in the city, city's always bomb. Feel like Baron Davis is what Foucault John. Itching for a meal, then I eat for real. We don't hibernate in winter, we be cooking still. See me in the city, city's always bomb. Feel like Baron Davis is what. Niggas surfing around my way, these niggas surfing on my way. Always in my face, these niggas always in my space. Taking up the lane, these niggas taking up my space. Always in the way, these niggas always in the. Shout out to Stus once again, amazing producer, genius.
Big thank you to Coca for being our Radioactive Live to Air guest.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. Do you want to check out those details about the gig one last time for the listeners?
So, Moon Bar, guys, RSVP, if you can go on the Red Bull website, it's $5. But yeah, come, there'll be door sales. Starts at
9 p.m. I believe.
9 p.m.
Yep.
9
Doors
p.m.
open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on around 10:30, but you want to get there at least like 9.
Yeah, you definitely want to see Maxwell Young. He'll be
Yeah.
on at 9:30, I think. But yeah, be there, be square.
Awesome.
Reese Rich, New Nice Cities, dropped today. Captain Cooks, Wavy McGrady too. I'm working on the album.
It's going brazy.
Promo.
Stay savage.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, and big thank you to NZ On Air for sponsoring our active live sessions. All the best for tonight.
Say savage.
Active Live.